So it's a product that deserves to do a lot better.
Hmm.
It has a great set of values. You can feel that. It feels like a product that's genuinely out to help you.
Yeah.
Now, what I would love to see from this X-Trail come to the Magnite is that sense of quality in the cabin.
Okay.
So the X-Trail, it's not fancy.
It's made in Japan.
It's made in Japan.
Huh. Okay.
So it has soft touch materials everywhere. It's got great plastics. It's not the question of having soft touch materials, but it's how well it's done.
Right.
It's the simplicity of it. So the one thing I really liked on the car was the driver's instrument cluster. It's a 12-inch screen. Where the touch screen infotainment system is tiny and this thing is massive. And a lot of people will say that it's too simple. But I loved it because the function of that instrument cluster is to show me the relevant information easily. I can read it even at a quick look,
Okay.
and that it did beautifully. It had just had a few customizations that you could do. You could have more complexity and make it cooler, but I like the simplicity of it.
Right.
These are the kind of small things that I think you can do so much with in terms of ideas, even for the Magnite. Right now, the Magnite, it needs better plastics for sure. It needs that sense of quality inside the cabin so that it can punch higher. It needs to have a little bit more performance even for the base engine. So these are the values that, I mean, this base engine, right? It's a strong performer. Let's have that kind of performance in that base engine.
But if they put this VC engine there, the price will go up by quite a bit.
No, this VC engine can't go there for sure. But the point is that value should transfer there as well.
Understood.
If the X-Trail is talking about all these things as being a sensible pick for Indian buyers, and see, in the past, people who bought the X-Trail, even after Nissan stopped selling the X-Trail, the ones who had it, valued it, held on to it. And I get that. It was a small car.
Yeah.
It was
correct. It was very easy
really-
to drive. It was compact and it was boxy. So it was easy to understand how big this car is and fit it into things, and it drove well.
Correct. So this car also drives well. This car also has now that boxy design. Not boxy. It's more square than the previous one. The third gen became a little curvy and all that. This one is back to being square, and it looks nice. But it's not got the kind of presence that you would get with a Kodiaq, and definitely not with a Fortuner or anything like that.
Right.
So it's car-like. It's more urbane and a little bit cool. I like the rear a lot. And as far as Nissan and what they need to do for India is quite clearly for me, don't do the CBU business. Build products that are India specific, are India ready and right for us.
No, and I'm going
push
to
on
say,
those hard.
yeah, I get, but I'm saying making an India-friendly product, etc., is a longer-term process. So if you want to short-circuit the process, bring Halo cars, then let's not mess around with it. Bring Halo cars.
Correct.
Let people say, oh my God, I can't believe they launched that. So if you have to get the hybrid Nissan, and that's 55 lakh rupees, I think it's a better thing than bringing the base model X-Trail here.
Shumi, I'm to even saying, even if it costs 70 lakh rupees, don't sell it at 70 lakhs. Sell it at 60 lakhs. You take that hit. If you are so keen on building your brand, and if that's what it takes, and you're selling only 150, and that's your marketing cost, please do it by all means. If that's the value that you want to communicate. If you can't commit to assembling it in India, to building it in India, then that's the other way around it. You're saving a cost here. Invest it somewhere else.
Courage.
There has to be commitment. And that commitment is not there right now being seen in this way of going about doing things.
So basically, this X-Trail is not going to achieve much.
This X-Trail is, it's doing much because it's showing that it's not on.
No, for the customer, I'm saying. That is a clip from MotorInc. And what that means is if you'd like to see more of these, you can do two things. One is stay on this channel, subscribe and watch more, or you can come to the main MotorInc channel where you'll find a much longer video that discusses this idea in a lot more detail.